Hi, my name is Steve Moneypenny, and this project is called The Practical Shooter. So, I've wanted to do this for about 2 or 3 years, but procrastination is one of my absolute worst traits. So, what the whole idea behind this is pretty much bringing average shooters, practical shooters, out to the forefront and getting their um, history, their past, why they shoot, how they shoot, get that out there. Most of us are just regular Joes. The shooting sports, USPSA, IDPA, PRS, three gun, and all that stuff are pretty much all practical shooting sports, in my opinion. And of that, the practicality of it seems to transcend just about every type of job, different races, religions. It doesn't matter. We all just love shooting. So I want to go out, reach out to a lot of just regular Joe shooters. Most of these people are folks that I've met through either the Red Hill Tactical Shooting Team, the Blue Bullet Shooting Team, and just met on the range throughout the country. So what we're going to be doing is going to be doing a couple of series. One of them is going to focus on the shooters from the Blue Bullets. Another one's going to focus on the Red Hill Tactical Shooting Team. And those are kind of going to be concurrently playing seasons, so to speak. So I'm hoping to release one of each a week for the next few weeks. And I'm also going to be doing some commentary and a few gun reviews and stuff like that, just to kind of break up the interviews and stuff like that. So if anybody wants to be on the podcast, shoot me a message and we will pretty much set you up on a schedule and figure out what we're going to do. I'm trying to keep these between 30 minutes and an hour. And from that point on, we will be doing interviews, working with other companies and stuff throughout the industry to bring you information as quickly as we can get it there. And we're also going to be traveling a good bit for my campaigning for running for the USPSA presidential job and working on making all of our shooting sports better. I've been shooting for about 20 years. When I say about 20 years, it's definitely went over that now. I really enjoy all of the shooting sports, IDPA, USPSA. I also shoot multi-gun or three-gun. Um, I shoot some NLR Type 22 once in a while, and I've been playing with a precision rifle for a number of years. I haven't really shot any matches with that yet, though. I think practical shooting even goes a little further than that. I've been concealed carrying a firearm since I was 18 years old. We could get that when I was 18 in West Virginia. I've been a martial artist since I was 15 years old and moved pretty much from karate, taekwondo, aikido, judo, just about anything that I could get on the mat or in the dojo with to train. I did it. I was a third degree black belt in karate when I left, as well as taekwondo. Um, I shouldn't say I left. I still like to train. I just don't train formally with a group. Uh, I was ready to test for my third degree black belt in Aikido at the same time. So just under my fourth degree black belt and just under my third degree black belt in the sports which I would compete in. Um, studied some kickboxing and stuff after that. I've played around with some kung fu, some tai chi is absolutely amazing for controlling your breath for whenever you're shooting precision long range shooting. So I guess you could say I've kind of been through the gambit of everything. I've taken a lot of classes. Some of the folks I've taken classes from are Ken Hackathorn, Ernest Langdon, Eric Lawrence, mainly he was the first instructor that I ever had. Ken Hackathorn, he was part of the original Columbia Conference. So a lot of amazing things to learn from a lot of amazing people. Uh, I've also trained with Bob Vogel some. Um, he was just really coming up and hadn't really put together a program. But just to see how each of these people put together how they do and the things that they work on is pretty amazing. I've had a formal class from Travis Tomasi and Max Michelle, and then one advanced class from Max Michelle after that. Uh, there are so many ways to do everything in practical shooting. There are so many instructors. I shouldn't say that there's not a huge number of instructors, but each way seems like it is finding the same answer in a different path. characterizing shooting styles so that it fits your body style the best, and then moving into which, there are a number of stage designs and plans and stuff like that. So deciding which one best suits you. It's not always the same way. It's not always the best for some people, depending upon their flexibility, their injuries, right-handedness or left-handedness. So with that, I have committed myself to working a few major matches this year. It's great to observe how different people go about different things, as well as to get a chance to serve our shooting community better. I feel that if we're going to grow this community, there has to be more of us that are serving. A lot of our range officer pool could use some work. I don't mean this against any range officers we have out there, but everybody's kind of stressed out. There's not enough to go around, so to speak. Sure, a lot of people put in a lot of work. Where I'm at, I'm probably one of just 2 or 3 certified range officers. I'm the only one at my club. That's another reason why I felt it important to get that, so that, as we do start having majors, that I can put more things out there and that I can better learn what needs to be done and kind of refresh things for myself. So 2022 is going to be a pretty amazing year. Whether I get elected president or not, I've committed to doing a massive amount of work in the next few years for the shooting sports. And it is something I greatly enjoy. I really hope I can make it a full-time adventure. And when I say adventure, it's always an adventure. You never know what you're going to come up with versus, crazy stage designs. We had one match this winter going on, actually this past weekend. The weather throughout the eastern United States has just went a little bit crazy. So they went from kind of a rainy day to a freezing day to 25-mile-an-hour winds at the end of it. I was hoping to have a match at my range here this weekend. And last week I started looking at the weather and decided it was probably going to be a bad idea. Yesterday it was 60-some degrees and sunny. It became a little bit windy and blustery just after dark. And this morning I woke up, there was over 6 inches of snow on the ground. By the time I got breakfast, went outside to clear off some things, there was over 9 inches of snow on the ground. So tomorrow and the next day are supposed to be fairly nice days again. So it's always an adventure, whether you're going to be coming into hurricane season in the fall or what else we can do just to make sure that we're prepared for all of this. I feel that I have a lot of really good things going for me if I get elected as USPSA president. I'm a very ambitious person and want to work hard on that. So this will also be a project that continues throughout that. Even if I don't keep this going as much as I do currently, I feel that a lot of this information that I'll be putting out there is great for our shooting sport, and I think it will all go hand in hand. If there's anything you want to contact me about, you can reach me at one of the many links in my link tree on www.stevemoneypenny.com. My cell phone number is 304-266-1313. If it's between 9 and 4, I may or may not answer depending upon the number of things going on, but I always get back to my phone calls as soon as possible, which is usually within 24 to 48 hours. If there's something you just want to chat about, let me know. I will be driving between matches and stuff and traveling quite a lot this spring. So it does help break up the monotony on the road. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Very open to any suggestions and ideas you may have. Until then, we will be continuing on down multiple paths to make these shooting sports more pronounced, better for everybody, and hopefully I get to see you guys on the range.